only actually landing one spear on Severe. As you can see, Ochi with one spear is less than half her health. So 2 spears and definitely Ochi would have went down instantly.
Yes, mga kaibigan, it's about time to get the second baron of this game for team ng IPT. And somehow nakabawi ang team ng Wargods. But unfortunately, the goal difference is still around 10k in favor of team ng IPT. But the push in the mid lane for team ng Wargods, sobrang laki na nabawi nila dito.
That's right. Alright, so IPT was able to pick up the Baron buff, and this is going to be very good for them since they want to siege again the mid lane. They still haven't been successful in sieging that middle third, although IPT here now even stronger, like we mentioned a while ago. He picked up the last Whisper, and he now has a spectral cloth, including another pickaxe. He's gonna probably pick up the Infinity Edge next. Alright, so Wargods trying to catch IPT Shadow using the flash perfectly, of course. Even though he didn't flash, he would have escaped that, but good thing he was able to play safe there. Right, so we got super minions here in the middle lane. IPT muscling their way in the mid lane. Of course, they've got the Baron buff, though this will be no problem, and IPT here will be very tanky.
Yes, this is mga kaibigan, IPT without wasting time, trying their best to push the third tier. Tira naman ang Dark Binding. And initiation from JLC, getting the life of IPT Light. He's taking so much damage. IPT Hero have to engage inside the team fight, mga kaibigan, with that Dominus. He's taking so much damage output. He got the life, Ochi got the life of one champion of IPT, but still they're chasing down the team members of IPT dito. Kaya ko after this Void Assault, tinaman ang Dark Binding. One more hit, mga kaibigan, Void Assault naman once again for team ng IPT. Tinaman at Sentence dito, stronger, but Dark Binding connected very well, mga kaibigan. Sobrang ganda na performance dito ni Poise Sanity. It's a 2-for-1 exchange na, but I think Wargods have to disengage this time dahil hindi nila kayang magsayang pa ng buhay para sa pagkakamaling ito. And I think yung exchange na nangyari kanina, 2-for-1, enough na yun na makabawi sila.
Yes, actually, both teams definitely have to disengage with that fight because if any more members die, it could mean game for either team.
Yes. Sabi ko na nga mga kaibigan, it's all about the execution of skills. It's all about the timing. Actually, lahat ng Dark Binding coming from Poy dito, sobrang hirap mapigilan.
Alright, so here in our instant replay, we can see here Hero trying to tank the third. I think this was not a bad move from him. And then the Dark Binding catching Hero, I think they should have just engaged, but they decided to disengage. And because JSC was able to catch Light, the members of Wargods collapsed in. Of course, a lot of magic damage, and the AD damage coming from Zero was able to pick up Renekton there. And because no more tank coming from IPT, they're forced to run away. Of course, we see here JSC using the tool to catch 2 members of IPT to slow down. Kaigo decided to engage to give them time to run away. Kaigo almost escaping it. I think he gets caught by the Dark Binding. Here we see IPT Fear taking out JSC, and the 4 members of Wargods are trying to pick up another kill, but since there's nobody else left, they decided to back away.
Yes, and alam mo, Jay, yung nangyari kanina teamfight dito, medyo naging pabaya si Hero sa nangyaring clash kanina kung saan napapansin mo. Yes, he's a tanky champion, having the Randuin's Home and having the Spirit Visage. But still, hindi pwedeng gano'n na mangyari dito. Mga kaibigan, Dark Binding connected very well, mga kaibigan, just in time. IPT Hero taking so much damage, ginamit na kanya Dark Passage para mapag-disengage dito. Rappel has been popped up from Stronger dito. Magna Inferno Bomb, Shadow, one more hit, mga kaibigan. But IPT Fear still na, iwan ng Wargods dito. Wargods Stronger, hignan naman siya ng Death Sentence. IPT Kaigo before against 3 members of Team Wargods. JLC have to use that Zonya as well. At natira dito ang 4 na members of Team IPT against 3 members of Team ng Wargods.
Yes, IPT Fear doing a really good job there. Looks like Hero will be tanking the tower once again. IPT here will be able to take this tower now for sure, with the help of the other members of IPT. Now both towers are now in the middle lane, are both exposed, and the inhibitor pickup also from IPT, I believe, in a few seconds. IPT Light taking a lot of damage there from explosive damage coming from Ziggs there. They pick up the inhibitor and they will be decide to back away from that team fight. Of course, the Baron buff should be enough for IPT Fear, Shadow, and IPT Fear and Shadow to heal up pretty quickly. Fear will decide to pick up the red buff of Wargods before going away. Of course, a lantern there to make sure that IPT Fear gets away without any problem.
Yes, actually, ang ganda nag-performance dito ng team ng Wargods. Unfortunately, that naligtas dito ang buhay ni IPT Hero kanina, yung Dark Passage. Kung nakuha lang sana ng Team Wargods dito yung Renekton, sigurado sila yung manalo sa team fight na yun.
Yes.
But ang nangyari dito, medyo narito ang team ng Wargods, hindi nila alam kung sino yung focus nila. After na makapag-disengage itong si Hero with the Dark Passage coming from Thresh, biglang nag-iba yung target nila. Hindi nila alam kung sino yung focus nila dito. Stronger na huli kanina ni ng death sentence. But still, 15-25 ang ating score in favor team ng IPT. But 1 minute left bago mabuhay ang ating Dragon. Sa item advantage naman, even though IPT Fear have the 333 CS against 261 na meron si Ochi dito, unti-unti nakakahabol ang team ng Wargods. So, yung mga teamfight na nangyari kanina, sobrang back and forth. Sobrang hindi mo in-expect kung sino yung mga possible na mangyari dito or sino yung possible na manalo sa mga teamfight na mangyari.
I think if this game gets into the very late game, Wargods have a stronger chance of winning this game. So IPT definitely has the pressure right now. They need to make more plays and try to finish the game as soon as possible, because once Ziggs probably picks up the Zhonya's, it'll be much harder for Kaigu to assassinate him, and this could turn the fights around. Alright, so we can see here all 5 members of IPT wanting to push the top lane this time around. As you can see, 5-man strong. They will push the top lane, force the siege needily, or IPT Light or needily will be throwing out those spears, try to take lower the HPs of the members of Wargods. Right now, Stronger already has the Banshee's Veil, of course, able to protect him from those spears, but he still has to be careful since after one spear, that spear will be still down before the next spear of DDD comes crashing down. Alright, Guardian, a few minions coming down in the top lane. Here, the minion wave clear of Wargods is really strong. We've got the Ziggs, we've got the Morgana. Both of them have very strong AoE skills that can clear the minion waves really fast. Also, Wargods as well, they've got the Renekton and the Kog'Maw who can really kill the minions really quickly, but this will give IPT Light a more challenging role to land those spears at the right target. Alright, the minions are already moving into the base right now. They're trying to do some damage to the turrets, but looks like Imperium will be deciding to separate from the rest of Wargods to clear the minions. Looks like IPT
they're aware. They're aware na mabuhay na ang Baron for the next 10 seconds. And this is the chance of Team IPT to get, I think this is the 3rd Dragon or 4th Baron of this game of Team of IPT. And for the next 5 minutes, they have the advantage having this Baron buff sa teamfight na mangyayari. So the only thing na kayang gawin ng team ng Wargods dito is to defend their base and hayaan mag-initiate dito ang team ng Shadow. I mean, team ng IPT.
Yes. There we see Ziggs actually throwing his Mega Inferno Bomb, trying to steal that Baron. Of course, you see there, IPT Fear stopping his attack just to make sure that the Mega Inferno Bomb lands first before they finally pick up the Baron. We see that, of course, after that Mega Inferno Bomb, IPT Kaigu using his might to pick up the Baron for IPT. They already have more than 10k, actually 11k gold lead over Wargods right now. Wargods definitely need to defend their base properly. They can't allow IPT Light to land those spears, because if that spears land, Kaigu, or IPT Fear rather, should be able to easily assassinate the members of Wargods.
At this point in time, mga kaibigan, sobrang laki ng difference itong si Fear versus kay Ochi, looking at the item gap, mga kaibigan. But IPT Fear or Kog'Maw is a champion na he's one of the best AD carry dito in League of Legends. Bukod kay Draven, bukod kay Caitlyn, ang mangyayari kasi dito, he can just stay away from the team fight using that second skill para magkaroon siya ng mas malayong range. And ito ang mangyayari sa kanila. Hindi nila napapansin si Fear, nagkakaroon ng chance to do a free hit against their opponent. And mga kaibigan, Wargods trying their best to wait dito sa bush na to para magkaroon ng chance to gang any members from team ng IPT. But eto na, with the 3 Banshee's Veil of team ng IPT dito, hindi sila makahuli ng champion. Wargods can do enough poke damage against their opponent to make sure na they can win a team fight against team ng IPT. But still, Wargods, if ever na maayos ang kanilang if ever na tumama na maayos na naman ang Dark Bind from Poisanity, also the Magnet Inferno Bomb from Trevor, the T-Burst from Annie, nakadepende na to lahat sa kung paano nila ma-execute ang maayos ang skills nila dito. But IPT Fear got the inhibitor, the mid lane, and it's about time, mga kaibigan, for the next few seconds or few minutes. I think ito na ang decision cash for this game.
Yes, I'm surprised Wargods did not engage on the IPT when they caught Kog'Maw with the Dark Binding, especially since they had no more turrets to defend that inhibitor. As you can see, the Kog'Maw was easily able to take down that inhibitor since there was no tower there. And now Wargods will have a second chance of defending this time the bottom turret against the members of IPT. So we'll have to see if IPT will engage. Of course, I think Hero should be tanky enough to tower dive the members of Wargods as long as the members of IPT can hit their spells on the right targets. But as you can see here, Morgana actually doesn't have Zhonya's yet, neither does Zig. So diving them would be a good time. This would be a good time to do it before they pick up those Zhonyas. Once those Zhonyas are completed, IPT will definitely have a hard time tower diving them onto the turret.
Yes, this is it mga kaibigan. Stronger! Nahuli nila ngayon si Hero, but the T-Burst! Hindi tumama mga kaibigan. Nagkamali yata dito. I think a miscalculation from JNC. Ang sakit mga kaibigan. The Spear nagpas 1/4 ang natira dito sa kanya. I mean, less than 1/4 ang natirang buhay sa kanya. With that one Spear alone from team ng IPT dito. Tinamaan ng kukul mga kaibigan si Kaigu with the Dark Passage trying to save Kaigu. IPT Hero, one more hit mga kaibigan. He was ignited. But I think, yes, he successfully hit on one champion mga kaibigan. IPT Fear got the inhibitor. At eto na, rappel from Stronger mga kaibigan. They're chasing the team members of IPT dito. But nagkaroon tayo ng pause. So
I think IPT Fear lahat because I saw him just not attacking there. He was just standing there. Actually, IPT Light healed him just to save his life, and probably they're pausing the game. Maybe there may be some connection issues with IPT Fear right now. So we'll have to see what will happen. Right now, I'm not sure if JSC used his Zhonyas. Yes, he actually did use his Zhonyas right now. So he's right now, the game's paused while the Zhonyas active on JSC. If ever the game unpauses, of course the game will unpause rather. Most likely IPT Fear will probably go down. As you can see, 4 members of Wargods are ready to collapse on him. IPT Light will probably have to back away to save his own skin. Kaigu is pretty much in the safe distance right now, and it'll be basically a 2-for-1 exchange in favor for Wargods.
And I think ang hirap na nangyari dito mga kaibigan, JLC just in time used that Zonya para para mag-miss ang skills dito from the members of IPT. Pero like what you said kanina, napansin ko din na medyo hindi gumagalaw sa IPT Fear dito. So there's most probably I think most probably nagkaroon ng internet connection dito or internet connection problem ang team ng IPT. But Wargods somehow turned around the table dito sa teamfight na nangyari kanina, kung saan nakabawi kaagad sila just by killing the champion. Like nung nahuli nila si Hero, ito na yung pagbabago ng laban eh. Actually si Hero ay isa sa key ng IPT para manalo sa laban dito. Being a tanky champion, taking so much damage dito, you can just catch the skills from the team ng Wargods. And Wargods can still win this game. I am positive na mananalo pa sila dito. Kapag talagang
I so too.
Yes, actually sobrang late game na tayo dito. They have the items they need. And eto na mga kaibigan, nag-post tayo ngayon. Treble goes down, double kill for Kogba or for IPT Fear. But JLC shut down itong si IPT Fear in that team fight. Mga kaibigan, Stronger, hinabol Shadow with the last hit coming from Ochi dito. Shadow goes down. Very good job, pero they're not aware. Hindi nila napansin dito ang kanilang Nexus turret. 2 Nexus turret goes down at Nexus na lang mga titira sa laban na to.
That's right. Actually, those were the super minions pushing into the base. Like I said, IPT played smart this time. They played very aggressive. They allowed... Actually, even I didn't notice those minions pushing down the mid lane. But luckily, Wargods somewhat won the team fight somehow and allowed them to stop those minions pushing in the mid lane. Of course, with the inhibitor or with the Nexus exposed right now, this will be very easy for IPT to come back to the game. But it's not impossible to, like you said, Wargods come back. We've seen it happen in the GPL finals where TPA had exactly the same situation and were able to get back into the game. It's all about the itemization and the game plan that Wargods will execute in the next few minutes to determine the outcome of the game.
Because still IPT, actually they have so much, they're very dominant sa laban na to. Sobrang laki ng advantage nila against team ng Wargods. 18-27 ang ating score. And kapag hindi talaga pag di pa naayos ng team ng Wargods sa kanilang performance dito, countering the skills or the execution of skills from team ng IPT, they can't win this game. But they still have the chance to win this game, pero nakadepende ito sa kung paano nila i-execute ang mga skills nila, like what we are saying kanina pa. And
another
attempt
steal from IPT Light. This time
IPT Light once again, pero hindi umabot. But at this point, mga kaibigan, 1 minute and 30 seconds left bago mabuhay ang ating Dragon. And Baron for 1 minute and 40 seconds.
I have to say IPT Light's cat senses are very good. He's done a lot of spears this game where he's able to catch Morgana, he's able to steal the blue buff a few times. So really good job coming from IPT Light right now. But you can see here, standing behind Thresh, allowing him to protect himself from any engages coming from Wargods. Wargods trying to catch members of IPT. Oh, stronger make it.
Yes, eto na mga kaibigan. Kaigo chasing down Wargods. Stronger, tinamaan Dark Binding. At ginamit ang kanyang spell shield. T-Burst just in time mga kaibigan from JLC dito. Pero the Dark Passage from IPT Shadow saved the life of IPT Kaigo.
Yes, IPT or Wargods now going to the base as featured. There are a lot of minions in the bottom lane. I'm kind of surprised that IPT decided not to push the top lane. They decided to engage Wargods. But it looks like they do have that advantage here. Vegor and Cinnabomb not hitting any members right now. And as you can see, Kaigo trying to chase the members of Wargods here. Escaping with less than 100 HP, healing up with his passive spell. Jumping in and out here. Looks like IPT might be able to close out this game here.
This is my big. It's a win for team ng IPT. If ever na makuha na itong Nexus. And yes, 4 for an exchange. Sa last clash na nangyari dito, half series na Sonya for Trevor. Inawit ang death sentence, but it's an ace. And it's a victory for team ng IPT for the first game of Pro Gaming Series 2014 Spring Season. Tiebreaker match between Team IPT and Team Wargods.
Congratulations to IPT for winning the first game. Of course, this gives them a lead in the series. This is, again, I'd like to repeat, this is a best of 3. And if ever we do reach a game 3, which actually I kind of secretly hoping it will, I want to see the blind pick mode between Wargods versus IPT. That'll be a very interesting match if ever we get there. Of course, if IPT wins the next game, they will be the champions for the PGS Spring 2014 season. So we're gonna have a short break, about 10 to 15 minute break.
Yes.
So
before that, stay tuned na kayo dyan. Pero let's talk about the stats muna. Ngayon, Wargods versus team ng IPT. A total of 50. I mean, around 4, ang score natin dito are 32-18. And at this point of time, Wargods somehow tried their best to win this game against team ng IPT. But IPT, being a very dominant team, they successfully got this game. 1-0 ng ating score sa kanilang best of 3 match. And I think ang naging susi dito for team ng IPT ay napakaganda ng death sentence coming from Shadow. Not only that, also yung skills nitong si Light throwing that spear very well.
Yeah, Shadow actually did a really good job. He was able to save his teammates many times with his Dark Passage, and he was able to actually use his box several times and flay to protect the members of IPT to win most of those team fights. Of course, I have to give props also to Morgana, Poisanity, landing several dark bindings that was able to actually pick up a few kills from them, which actually also make them win one of those Baron fights during the Baron dance. But of course, in the end, IPT pulled ahead and won the game.
Unfortunately, in this game, Annie of JLC, hindi siya ganun ka-effective.
Yes, he kind of struggled. I really felt like it was not really a smart pick for Team Wargods, especially since they won't have any frontliner. Of course, the Tibbers could effectively be the frontliner, but iba pa rin yung somebody like Jack na hyper carry to deal more damage in the front line.
Yes, mga kaibigan. Salamat sa lahat ng mga nanonood ngayong araw na ito. Maya-maya lamang magkakaroon tayo ng short break. I'm DJ Sphere.
And I'm Jay.
You're watching the Pro Gaming Series 2014 Spring Season Final Match, tiebreaker match between Team IPT versus Team ng Wargods. Second game tayo after a 4-minute break, mga kaibigan. Stay tuned lang kayo dyan.